Spit to the beat. Podcast. It's all about the music industry.
Nobody do it better.
And welcome to Spit to the Beat podcast. You can definitely catch video clips of this show and all my latest episode on Spit to the Beat podcast on Facebook or Stacy B Unstoppable per you. But today I need you to go live right now. We on YouTube live at Spit the number 2 DABEAT. Log in right now, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. I really would appreciate it so much. Thank you all to all my sponsors, the people that help sponsor this show and each and every episode that I have. Thank you so much. And to all my listeners, keep listening, keep tuning in. Again, go to my YouTube page. We are live right now. And today I got a very special guest joining me virtually in the studio. Many of you know her, but I'm going to definitely let her introduce herself. She is my special guest. I've been knowing her as far as TV-wise for a while and been following her. So I'm going to bring her on right now, my very special guest, Miss Lil Rounds. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. I know you have a very busy schedule today, so I'm not going to hold you long. But thank you for coming on Spit to the Beat podcast. Tell my audience, those who do know you, but those who don't know you, a little bit about yourself, and we're going to dive right on in to the questions.
Okay, so my name is Lil Rounds. I was a contestant on American Idol, season 8. So it's been a couple years ago now, but I got a chance to make it to the top 7. I was a finalist on that show, and then I went on to do 50 city tour, which was really, really amazing. And since then, I've really just been continuing to do work, getting my foot, or just dipping my toe into doing theater now, as well as acting. So you can look forward to seeing my face in some more TV series and plays that are getting ready to come out.
Awesome. Look, since you just touched on it about the American Idol being in season 8, tell us a little bit about your experience as well as how has that influenced your music career?
My experience on Idol was great for sure. But it was also an eye opener. I learned a lot. I got to meet some incredible people. Still really good friends with a lot of the contestants that were on my season with me. Allison Irahita and Megan Joy. Anybody that watched the show, they know those names. Those are some of my little girlfriends. And Adam Lambert, he was my season as well. And it just really opened my eyes to a whole new world as far as all of the amazing music that was out there. I grew up, of course, here in Memphis, Tennessee. And so I was surrounded by a lot of gospel music, but, you know, I also had family that introduced me to R&B music. And at that time, my family was into like the Temptations and Aretha Franklin and all that good stuff. And so that kind of helped to mold and cultivate that sound for music that I have. And so when I went on Idol, I just really tapped into that particular sound. You probably heard it when I did my audition song. I did Stevie Wonder, All I Do. Um,
Yes.
so that's to who I am as an artist. Definitely more of an R&B soul artist. As I kind of sung songs and pick songs from that type of genre, even when I did the show, I still today am playing around with that sound. And now I say I'm even experimenting with it a little bit because I'm
Okay.
introducing some
Talk
things.
about it.
Yeah, so it's like always knowing that you're gonna have that soulful tone and vocal styling, because again, that's what I grew up with in church and all that good stuff. And so I like thinking about it like gumbo, right? So I put
Mhm.
a little bit of the soulful vocal arrangement mixed with a little bit of the R&B kind of style track or hip hop track. And now I'm actually playing around with fusing a little bit of rock kind of
Okay.
into it. And then I had a friend of mine just the other day was like, let's play around with something even like a little bit of a country track, right? So it's the thing where um as artists, we like to just kind of play around with some different elements, mix it
So
in.
you are venturing out?
I'm venturing out. I'm gonna see. I am trying my hand at what I feel, speaks to the heart for me
Mhm.
right now and where I am in my life right now. And I want to sing and I want to enjoy myself singing, some really upbeat, happy, let's go out and party, have a good time type of a feel. So yeah, I'm
Right.
headed in that direction. Hmm.
Amazing, amazing. Look, how was the praise as far as receiving from Sam Cowell and other contestants, especially Queen Latifah? Tell us about that.
Oh yeah. Oh, the queen was the queen. Like
Yeah.
she was so cool in person. It's as if, of course, growing up and seeing her on screen, you believe and you want your people that you idolize, right? Or that you look up
Right.
to. You like, no, if I meet them in person, I really, really want them to just welcome me with open arms. And I would love if they would just kind of be, somebody that you want to hang out with. And she was all of that and more, right? So
Okay.
Tifa was amazing. Really enjoyed her. Spending time with her, learning her new single, Cue the Rain, was crazy. We got to work with dancers and choreo. Her band was absolutely fantastic. She was absolutely fantastic. So working in the studio with her was a lot of fun. And I really enjoyed that experience. Simon Cowell, what can you say about Simon, right?
Right. Right.
Um, hey, he was the guy that loved he loved me. He always told me he loved me, but he also, didn't mind if he felt like he wanted me to pull from a different place, or he felt like he wanted to get more out of me. Then he would be the one to really voice it more
Mm.
so than anyone else. And so that was kind of our relationship. Was like, love hate, because he would get on my nerves. True enough, but at
Wow.
the
I,
same
I can imagine.
yes. At the same time, he was a cool dude. Like he would let me know. I mean, I'm your fan. I'll always be your fan. You're a fantastic singer. We know that, but I am trying to pull more out of you. So
Yeah.
it's that thing where you have to
So
just kind
was
of
he your coaching or mentor, or who was your coach and mentor? On
no. The judges were basically there to do that part, to be the judge.
okay.
Our coaches and mentors were more from vocal coaches. We had a young lady named Bird, was my vocal coach, and Darren was another gentleman that was my vocal coach. And so they really worked more closely with us with whether it was picking the songs or the arrangement of the songs and things
Okay.
of that nature. Hmm.
So, from learning from that experience, your journey with American Idol to this day, what have you taken from the past to now, the present, and going into the future?
What I took from that experience, was that it wasn't that it was just a talent competition. It was more like there were a lot of things that we were taught, or that I learned. I put it like that. I learned just through connections, networking with people, watching how they did things behind the scenes, right? I mean, once you hit that stage, we make it look easy, like we just
Right.
woke up one morning and just got out there and got to dancing and singing, right? But there was countless hours of practice that
Behind the scenes.
yeah, the show. There were countless hours of interviewing. There were countless hours of photo shoots. There were countless hours. It was non-stop. It was
Wow.
non-stop. And so you live the life of a celebrity. Like
Okay.
what would expect from seeing the life of an Usher or Beyonce, where they would just
So how chaotic was that for you? I mean,
look,
they had you running there from one direction to the next.
oh, it was like,
But this
okay.
the life that all artists dream of. Okay, go ahead.
This is what we say we want, right? And that's what I
Right,
had to
right.
keep telling myself. I was like, girlfriend, you signed up for this, so you're gonna have to get it. But you don't really, you can't imagine it until you're in it. You think
Okay.
about it and you tell yourself, yes, I know I have the talent, but it's so much more than just having the talent.
Yes.
It's the work behind it. It's the work that goes into it. They were a production company and they let you know, hey, American Idol
Mm.
is that thing where we have been producing this show for umpteen years, right? And there's a level of excellence and they demanded it of you. They didn't
Mm.
ask, they demanded it. So it was either you had to get on board. You had to do what
Right.
was being asked of you. You had to be at the interviews. You had to be on time for the shows and everything. If the bus was there at 5 a.m., you're on the bus at 5 a.m. No questions asked.
That's a great lesson. Again, like my podcast is all about bringing on artists such as yourself and others to talk and to teach the importance of want to be an entertainer and
Yes.
the concept what all it involves and what you're saying about being on time and being where you need to be, conducting yourself professionally, even
Yeah.
though you haven't even made that position yet, but you're getting the lessons. So what would you say to artists that are coming up now, behind you, young artists trying to get their foot in the door, but need to know some of the ins and outs to avoid the pitfalls?
Oh, um, so I have a nonprofit, Mosaic Institute of Performing Arts, where I am working with up and coming artists, young people, as well as anyone that of any age, really. If you have a gift, you have a talent, you feel you want to explore it, then I encourage you to hit me up and let me know, and we can have more of this conversation. But a lot of what I tell my students and my artists is like, don't fight the people that are surrounding you who've been there, done that. They know what it takes, they know what it is. Listen. Don't come into this thing thinking you already know everything there is to know, even about your own talent. Don't come into it thinking that you're gonna come in and change the game up, and
Yeah.
reinvent a wheel, right? What I took from Idol more than anything else was all I had to do was follow and instructions. And
Right.
I'm serious, follow instructions and do what's being asked of you to be done. Like that's it. If I'm telling you I need you to show up for this event at this time to do blah 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 and dress like this and have your hair done and speak in a way where people can understand what you're saying and all of these things, right? I'm giving you what I need you to do. But when you come at me like, nah, I don't want to do that. you're already about to kill yourself and take yourself out of the game. Nobody wants to work with people who don't want to work with them,
Don't
right?
want to learn or listen.
Exactly. If you're going to fight everybody, if you're coming in the door thinking you already know it all, thinking, somebody got to answer to you or somebody owes you anything,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're not getting far. You're
Right,
not getting
right.
far. That is one of the major rules of thumbs that I have learned in this industry is that there are going to be people that you're going to have to come behind that have done, like a Stevie Wonder who's been here for I don't know how many years, right?
Yeah.
And when I met Stevie and had the chance to actually talk to him and we sung a song together, it was amazing, right? It was
Yes. Yes.
and when he was talking to me and we were just having conversations about certain things, he always said he loved that I felt to him like I was very humble. And he loved that because humility would get you a long way.
Hold
And
tight on that. We're gonna come right back. Gonna take a short break. Hold tight on the Stephen Wonder, okay?
okay.
Be right back.
You're listening to Spit to the Beat podcast with your host, the one, the only Stacy B. Unstoppable Per Year.
Hey, this is Stacy, aka Beat Unstoppable Per Year with Spit to the Beat podcast. Would you like to be my guest if you're a singer, songwriter, musician, producer, or promoter? Give me a call at 901-341-6777 or email me at myguest@spittothebeat.com. And we're back to Spit to the Beat podcast. I'm your host, Stacey, aka Be Unstoppable Per. Joining me in the studio live, my very special guest, Lil Rounds from American Idol Finals Season 8. And she has told so much information about her journey in the music industry, as well as provide my audience with feedback or any question they may have about getting in the music industry. We left out talking about Stevie Wonder and how he told you he loved your spirit, I'm assuming, of being humble. Go ahead.
Yes, humility can take you a long way. But, even with that being said, it also becomes a matter of knowing who you are. Anybody that comes into this, if you don't know who you are, I promise you the industry will decide for you.
Was it that Memphis humility life that they felt when you was out there in LA?
that southern, that
Yeah,
southern hospitality. Yeah, they definitely got that Memphis feel from me, down home, just, girl next door. We get along with everybody. Just don't rub us the wrong way, but we get along
that's
with
right.
everybody, right? So it was that thing. And like I said, just knowing who you are. I went out there knowing who I was and where I came from.
Mhm.
And I took that with me everywhere that I went. I was proud of who I am. I was proud of where I came from. And to this day, I haven't changed. Haven't changed. So
Great, awesome. Let's talk a little bit about you and your projects and what you got going on. Got a song, is a new song, Stiff Drink. Tell us a
yeah.
little bit about that before we play it.
Okay. So Stiff Drink, the track was done actually by Black Elvis, who's also a Memphian. He comes from Memphis, and he's out in Atlanta right now. I was working with him and his writer Felly. So Felly is now, I'm pretty sure, Grammy nominated for quite a few songs that he's done, as well as Black Elvis. So Black Elvis is a 2 or 3 time Grammy winner or nominee. I know one of his main songs, biggest songs, was Beyonce's Ego. So
Okay.
he's done amazing things. And then there's Felly, and of course we were in the studio in Atlanta. We were going through some thoughts, some ideas, concepts for like, what do I think the next song should or my single should be? And we just kind of got to talking about, my life. things I've been through, but it was able to persevere and able to get through some, endure some things. And so we got down to kind of the nitty gritty a little bit. And I told him, I've been in a bad relationship, or I say a relationship that it didn't end so well for me. And it took me through a lot emotionally, physically, mentally. It was a lot. And so I said, man, I think the only thing that got me through sometimes was like a stiff drink. He's like,
Okay.
okay, right? So it's as simple as having a conversation and then the pen gets to work. So we just kind of laid the song out or what have you. And we came up with what you're about to hear.
Awesome. Let's check it out. Stiff Drink by Lil Rounds.
I know where the liquor store is. No, I don't need no GPS to find it. Yeah, they probably got my pictures up on the wall. I swear I know those bottle prices by heart. Yeah. Said I tried and I tried. I cried and I cried. But the only love that I found was at the bottom of this cup. I need a stiff drink. I need some coke and some Hennessy. Look what you done to me. I used it to recover from you. So give me a stiff drink. I need. Open some bubbly. Look what you done to me. I use it to take away my blues and get over you. You give me a reason to consume this liquor. Oh, I imagine how you kiss her. That just ain't cool. All the lies you told, deceit unfolds.
Ooh-wee. That's all I can say. Oh my God. Talk about that. Stiff Drink.
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds like a lot of emotions is in that song.
And is. It definitely is. Yeah, we definitely came from a place of just pouring my whole heart and soul into what I was feeling. It's one thing when you have something that you feel like you've had so close to your chest for so long, and it's just like, man, I got to get it out. I just got to say how I feel. And so as an artist, we just try to pour it all, the passion, all of it, right? The heart of it. We try to put it all in there. So that's what you're hearing for sure.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is this single coming from a album project, or are we working on an album?
Yeah, the single is a single. I am currently trying to put together a EP, and Stiff Drink was the single that I wanted to release first. And the thought is that I might do maybe another single or two before the EP is released. So that's where I'm kind of headed.
So we hadn't talked about your people in the business that inspire you to become a singer, a songwriter, and stuff like that, along with those who you may have in your mind. Also, what is your songwriting process?
People that have, I would say, inspired me. Again, Stevie Wonder is just, he's a legend. He's gonna forever be number one in my heart and mind when it comes to someone that sings, writes, just kind of does it all. And of course, when it comes to my writing, I think I'm more of the girl who likes to hear the music, And if I hear music that I can feel and vibe to, then the words come to me according to the feel of the music that I'm getting. If if I don't necessarily have any music to work with, then melodies come to mind first. And so I
Okay.
hear the melody. And once I hear the melody, eventually the words follow. So I'm one of those that'll go in the studio and just kind of hum my melody out. And then eventually we'll start to put the words to the melody. And I like to have an environment where, it's a cool vibe, but also energy. I like to feel energized when I'm in the studio. I keep a lot of tea with me, but I ain't gonna lie, I also have my stiff drink every now and then, just to
Right.
get it going, get it going.
Yeah.
And so, that's a part of our process is, just to be able to be in a space where I'm able to feel free to create and just vibe out.
Great, great. Being back in Memphis, I mean, from the American Idol, even to now, um, your influence on your music and writing and processing and stuff like that. So, taking all that in consideration, what's the next move for Lil Rounds?
Um, the next move for Lil Rounds is, again, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to write and record, so that I can get the next couple of singles out that I'm currently working on. Eventually, an EP to follow, and then there is conversations about, possibly even getting on a tour as soon or as early as probably the fall of this year. So all of that is a conversation. And then I have, like I said, my nonprofit that I currently um, working with young artists, up and coming artists. We are doing some amazing things over the summer,
Mhm.
working with artists and everything, providing some summer camps for young people to come and join and be a part of. Everything from vocal coaching to songwriting classes, performance coaching, and then music business education. So we're going to be telling them everything, they may need to know even about the industry itself when it comes to the business. So I have that coming up. And then over the fall, I will be hosting a statewide talent search, and we will be putting it on at the Orpheum.
Oh,
So
wow.
a lot of things.
Okay, you got a lot of things in the fire. That's great. That's great.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Excited.
All right, hold tight. One more time. We'll take another short break. Got a few more announcements. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for listening to Spit to the Beat podcast. Want to know how you can help? Be a sponsor by going to our website at www.spittothebeatpodcast.com and click the support tab. You can also join us each and every week live at YouTube at Spit to the Beat. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow. Thank you for your support.
Hey, parents, listening to this is a free event for this summer. If you have a child that's youth age from 8 to 17 are interested in learning how to box, they have free classes at Bevo's Boys Fitness Academy located inside the Hickory Ridge Mall. You can visit their website at www.bevoboysfitnessacademy.com or reach out to them at 901 610 1410. They're going to teach your child. This is for girls and boys. They can learn punches, drill, foot movements, self-defense, offense, and a lot more. Don't hesitate. It's a free academy. Give them a call, 901 610 1410. We are back to Spit to the Beat podcast. I'm your host, Stacey, aka Be Unstoppable, and joining me live in the studio. As we get ready to wrap up this interview, again, thank you for coming on the show. Fun time talking about the American Idol and what you got going on and all the projects. So amazing. And the new music, Stiff Drink. Hey, I can't wait till people just really hear it and get out there like you need for it to do that.
Yeah.
So excited. That's a good song. Very emotional. Kind of bring that Mary J. Blige feeling into this song. Yeah. It's your life. Awesome. Hey, again, thank you for being on the show. And just want to tell you, hey, congratulations on your new projects that you're working on and everything that you have going on. Tell the people where can they reach you, where they can find you on all the social media platforms, as well as your music.
Yes. So on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Lil Rounds Official. That's where you can find me. And YouTube, you can go on YouTube to find the song under Lil Rounds Stiff Drink. So all you have to do is put that into your browser is Lil Rounds, LILROUNDS Stiff Drink, and you can find my song as well as my video on YouTube, but it is on all platforms. Stiff Drink is now streaming on all platforms, so you can find it wherever your pick or your taste for getting your music from, whether it's Apple Music, Tidal, what have you. I'm on all platforms.
Great. Last but not least, are there any upcoming live performance that we can look for in the next week or so to catch you at?
I know. Oh, I wish I could say there was. I'm going to work on that. I am. But in the meantime, I will keep you updated, Stacey, on when that next live performance will be in the city. But until then, just you can catch me on all of my social media platforms. I'm there daily.
Cool. All right. Thank you again for joining us on Spit to the Beat podcast. Hold tight as I wrap this show up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Spit to the Beat podcast. Join us again next week for another live broadcast episode. Thank you. All right.